Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kat. I am the Nurse Flipper. I am a full-time reseller, and once a week I like to give you a little glimpse into what we are selling on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari. So that is what this video is going to be. I am going to show you 20 of our recent sales from eBay, 5 from Poshmark, 5 from Mercari. That way you know what is selling right now. So if you have it in your death pile waiting to list, or if you're outsourcing and happen to see some of it, you can pick it up knowing that it is selling right now. All right, so we are going to get started. I'm going to show you my back door of eBay, show you where our sales are, where our numbers are at, and then we'll take a look at 20 from eBay, 5 from Posh, and 5 from Mercari. All right, so here is our back door. You can see today is a little slower. We have $130 in sales. Yesterday, though, we sold $609. We have $2,500 for the week and almost $13,000 for the month, which is down 10% from the last 90 days. So I always like to show you guys this, so I'm being completely transparent with you. Of course, this is total sales. This is not profit, so just keep that in mind. And what we will do now is go ahead and take a look at some of what sold to make those numbers. So first up is this vintage lot of 2. This is denim fabric. It is light and dark wash. There was a total of 4 yards. Picked this up in a fabric lot, only a couple of dollars in. It actually sold in under a month, pretty fast, for $22.74. So it's about a $15 profit. Watch for fabric. This is not something I would pick up while I was out thrifting, but if you find big lots or totes of fabric, definitely something you might want to consider if the price is good enough. So here you can see we just zoom in close on both pieces of fabric, show the measurements, and that is pretty much it. And not a bad profit at $15 and really easy to list and to ship. Up next is this GT Performance women's scrub top. This one actually sold in under a week. I picked it up at the thrift store for $1. So $1 into 15 I am okay with. It's about a $10 profit after fees. I did put slimming side. So if you get the scrub tops with that black, that is called a slimming side. So here you can see we zoom in close on the pocket as well as the tag, and then do the armpit to armpit and top to bottom. And this one was a great sale, really fast. This is not a known brand of scrub, but I knew that bright blue butterfly pattern with the slimming sides would sell pretty fast. This one has the best cost ever, and that is free. So when I was at Renninger's Antique Fair a couple of weeks ago, somebody had a tote of prints and photographs out in front of their booth. It said free, take as many as you want. I picked up about 5 of them. This is one. This is a Martha's Vineyard Pendant Sketch, the Steamer Knobska off the Light in the Woods Coal. Sold for $38.99 in under a week, so it's over a $30 profit. And here you can see the way we knew was this piece of paper on the back that tells us exactly what it is. Artist was unknown. It is a 13 by 12 inch print and really fast sale, great profit. I love picking up artwork, especially like this with Martha's Vineyard. It had the steamer. Watch for artwork. If you can pick it up cheap, it can definitely be great sales. Up next, banana stickers. How fun are these? These are vintage 1990s Lisa Frank fruit stickers. Lot of 2. It does say banana, pineapple, watermelon. They sold for $22.74. I'm about $4 into these, so they're about a $15 profit. They did take a little over a month to sell. You can see them up close here, and then you can see the back. Really good sale. If you find Lisa Frank stickers, even single sheets can be valuable, so definitely keep an eye out for those. Here is one of the items that took a little bit longer to sell. This is a vintage cross-stitch silhouette with Abraham Lincoln and Mary Wood. I did put Reed because there is some damage. This set sold for almost $65. I paid about $5 for these in an in-person auction. So they're over a $50 profit. They were listed for over a year. You can see here the photographs. These are very small. You can see this is why we put reed, because there is some wear to those frames. So you want to make sure to show that. These are tiny wallet-sized silhouettes and over a $50 profit. So they took a little longer, but I am really happy with that profit. Next is this cute little puppy dog. This is a vintage 90s Lisa Frank Casey yellow Labrador dog. It's just a little plastic dog, sold for $22.74. I paid about $4. This is another $15 profit. Took about a month and a half to sell. And here you can see the photos. It is made in China, as is most Lisa Frank items, just as an FYI. And it didn't take very long to sell at all. Watch out for Lisa Frank stuff. Again, the stickers, the toys, backpacks, anything like that is a great profit item if it's from the 90s. Next, I picked these up in my cat's treasure hunting video. I picked them up at a church sale for $2. It's a vintage tumbler, beautiful cobalt blue recycled glass rim. These are a set of 3. They sold for $25.99. So they're close to a $20 profit, sold in under 2 weeks. So definitely pick up these recycled glass with the cobalt blue rims if you see them. Definitely a great sale and sold very, very fast. This one I am proud of. This is a Suzanne Bitro long linen dress, size 2X. I picked this up for $1 at the thrift store. I am trying to learn more about women's clothing. This sold in under a week for $38.99. It is over a $30 profit. This is another item I picked up on my Cat's Treasure Hunting channel. So if you're not following me over there, definitely give me a follow. And this was a great sale. Definitely a brand to be on the lookout for. I do want to say one of the things I noticed, it had a tag that said it was 100% linen. So if you see linen items, I feel like typically those are pretty good pickups. Next is this really cool, I didn't know what this was, and we actually identified it using Google Lens. It is a Mexican hot chocolate molinillo wooden stir or frother for hot chocolate. Pretty cool. I got it in a lot, less than $1 in. It sold for $12.99, so it's about an $8 profit, but it sold in under a week. Kind of crazy. I had no clue what this thing was, but it sold very, very fast. Next are some fabric. Next is some fabric. This is vintage blue. I did put tiny pink roses. It was almost 3 yards. I did put Sewing Crafts Victorian. This was in the same fabric lot as the jean material you saw earlier. Same couple of dollars in, so it's about a $15 profit. This one also sold really, really fast. It sold in under 2 weeks. Really, really happy with this sale. Watch for fabric. Definitely something I feel like gets overlooked quite a bit. Next, vintage Harley Davidson Flying Wings. This one I've had for over 2 years. I made a ton of profit on these pins though. This one sold for $16.23. Here you can see the front, the back, and a measurement. I was less than $1 into each of these. So this one's about a $13 profit, but it did take a really long time to sell. Check this out. This is a Louis Vuitton sunglasses cleaning dust cloth. It was a replacement, just that cleaning cloth, sold for $29.24. I really have no money in, so it's about a $25 profit. You can see it does have the Louis Vuitton logo on the dust cloth, and this one took about 3 months to sell. Next is this J. King lapis lazuli chunky necklace. This one I am about $20 in an online auction. It sold in under a month for $64.99. It's about a $35 profit for me. I pick up J. King whenever I can find it. $20 is about the max I will pay. Here you can see a photo of the length as well as the DTR, which is Desert Rose Trading Company. And this one was a really, really fast sale. J. King, as long as you price it right, should sell pretty fast. Here is another fast sale. This is an Ikiko doll, hand carved. Alaskitas, good luck, fortune. I did put Bolivia, Peru, dinero, and abundance. It's for lots of money. It's a good luck doll. This one sold for $22.74. I just picked this up, catch treasure hunting at an estate sale, paid $2. So it's about a $16 profit. You can see here it did have the pamphlet where we were able to identify it. Super cool with all its little stuff. And it has that original story booklet with it and talk about the meaning. Great sale and sold very, very fast. Next is a vintage Uzbek. So this is a metallic thread embroidered skull prayer cap. I picked this up in an online auction lot. I paid about $3. It sold for $25.99. It's about a $16 profit. This one did take about 8 months to sell, so a little bit longer, but really cool vintage piece. And this one was a great sale. Hats don't take up a bunch of room, so I'm okay if they take a little bit longer to sell. Next is this Victoria's Secret pink hoodie, size large, gray 3D rainbow stripe. I picked this up at the thrift store for $1. It sold for $19.49, so it's about a $14 to $15 profit. It did take about 3 months to sell, so a little bit longer, not too horrible. And Victoria's Secret pink stuff sells, but most of the time when I find them in the thrift stores, they're priced up higher than I would pay to make a good profit. Next is this beautiful piece of lace trim. I put aqua blue scallop, teal lingerie, floral lace, fancy vintage trim roll. This one was only 5 yards. It sold for $20. It sold in under an hour. Very fast sale. All we do is show the roll as well as the measurement of the width. And vintage lace will sell, especially if you've got these really pretty colors as well as patterns. Here is something I definitely would keep an eye out for. This is a vintage silhouette. It is a glass Reverend painting thermometer. It was advertising for John Lefebvre in Lancaster, PA. It was in a silhouette lot, but when they have the thermometers, they sell higher and they sell faster. This one sold for $25.99 in under a month. I'm only a few dollars in, so it's about an $18 profit. Very fast seller. Still has that original tab. It did not have the calendar that was originally on the back, but this was a great sale and it sold very fast. So keep an eye out for silhouettes that have thermometers and advertising on them. Next is a pair of Doc Martens. These are size 7 or 39. These I picked up at the thrift store for $5. They actually sold within a couple of months and they sold for $40. So they're about a $30 profit. Here you can see we take pictures of all of the angles as well as the soles to show the condition. And this one was a pretty fast sale. I don't do a ton of shoes, but if I see brands that I know, I will pick them up. All right, this is going to be the last eBay sale I'm going to show you. I picked these up for $2.99 each at the thrift store, and I accepted a best offer of $65. So they're actually close to a $50 profit. I pay attention to wallpaper, especially if it's plain. Now, they did take about a year to sell. I'm going to tell you, they did take longer, but they are really light. They were super easy to ship, and some wallpaper can be really good. All right, that's everything for eBay. I'm still going to show you 5 from Poshmark and 5 from Mercari. If you don't know, I use this perfectly to cross post. It is a web-based program. You can list on your phone as well, but to cross post, you need to be on the computer. And they do have an auto delist feature. So if you cross post your item from eBay to Poshmark and Mercari, it sells on one. It will take it down off the other sites for you, so you don't end up with those double sales. So if you want to give it a try, my code is the Nurse Flipper. All one word, all caps. You will get 30% off your first month. Give it a try for a month. I think you'll see pretty fast it's worth it. And I'm going to go ahead and show you 5 sales each from Poshmark and Mercari. All right, so if you missed my Dansco pickup, I picked up, I think, 9 or 10 pairs from the thrift store for $3 each. This pair sold on Posh for $55. It's about a $40 profit after fees. Watch for Dansco because they can be really valuable. The nursing shoes are a little bit oversaturated. However, the Mary Janes and clog style are not. So definitely keep an eye out for these. We have sold almost half of them pretty fast. Definitely something that I would keep an eye out for. Next is this Orvis men's sweater. I picked this up down in Miami for, I believe, $3. It was pretty cheap. It sold for $25, so it's about a $15 profit. Here you can see made in the USA. It is 100% nylon, the armpit to armpit as well as hem to waist measurement. And this one sold in only a couple of months. This one I'm really glad sold on Poshmark because the listing disappeared off eBay. So I went to end the listing on eBay and it wasn't there. And I'm like, I know we didn't sell this. Luckily, we remembered where we put it. It was an $88 sale. I got this at an in-person auction for $5. So this is about a $70 profit after fees. And this is a really gorgeous black floral tea set. And really, really happy with this. It didn't take very long to sell. I just have no idea what happened to my eBay listing or why it was down, but happy that it sold on Posh because I hadn't noticed that it was not on eBay anymore. Next is an item I picked up at the outlet stores for 99 cents. I actually got 5 of these. This is Offline by Aerie. I picked it up at American Eagle outlet in Phoenix, Arizona. Got 5 of them for 99 cents each. It sold for 16. We have sold a couple of them. And here you can see the back. It was originally $40 and it was in the outlet for 99 cents. So incredible pickup. And I love having those multi-quantity listings. Last on Poshmark before we jump over to Mercari sales. This is a vintage Malure Italy Byzantine sterling silver chain. It sold for $75 on Poshmark. I sell jewelry on all of the platforms. I definitely sell more on eBay, but we do get those jewelry sales on Poshmark and Mercari as well. Here you can see this one is clearly marked 925 Italy Malure. We do show the length as well as how thick because this one was a pretty thick necklace, and this one actually sold in about a month, and I'm about $10 in, so it's about a $60 profit. All right, now we're going to jump over to Mercari, and you see the lace is selling on Mercari as well. This lace sold for $15. It is just a really pretty paisley pattern. And again, we just show that it's polyester. This was a really, really wide lace. Great sale. All of this lace has not even been listed a month. Next are some ink bottles. These actually came in the lot of empty pen boxes I bought. This is a lot of 2 empty bottles. They sold for $16.24. I kind of count these as a bonus. So they're about a $15 profit because there was no cost into them. So super excited. They sold on Mercari. There was no history really to see over on eBay, and sold very, very fast in about a month on Mercari. Next on Mercari is this vintage Lufkin chrome clad 8-foot tape measure. I picked this up at the thrift store for only $1. It sold for $15, so it's about a $10 profit after fees, maybe a little bit more. Watch for Lufkin because their bigger, longer tape measures can be quite valuable. This was a really, really good paper doll sale. This is a vintage lot. These are from 1936. It's Petunia and Patches. They are African-American paper dolls with their little teddy bears. They did have clothes and accessories. I accepted a best offer of $45. So here you can see all of the accessories that came with them. I'm about $10 in. So these are about a $28 profit, but they sold in under 2 weeks. So watch for paper dolls. They can have some really, really good sales, especially if you can buy them in big lots and not be in much to each. All right, last up for today is this J. King chunky turquoise necklace. So now you see we have sold jewelry this week on all 3 platforms. People ask me which it sells best on. I really think it's best to have it on all 3 platforms. So this is a turquoise blue bead necklace. This one sold for $75. I paid $20. It's about a $40 profit, and it sold in under a month. Watch for that J. King heart, as well as being marked with the DTR China as well. And J. King tends to sell pretty fast, and we have sold J. King on all 3 platforms this week. All right, there's my little snippet into our eBay reselling world, Poshmark Mercari. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what your favorite thing was. I am happy. We are getting a lot more items that are selling faster, which is definitely the goal. I think should be the goal of most of us resellers. So I am doing better with picking up faster sell-through rate items. Really, really happy to share with you guys. I hope you have a wonderful week. I appreciate you watching. Make sure you're still subscribed. YouTube likes to unsubscribe people. Hit the thumbs up, share it with your friends if you think they would like, and I will see you on the next one.